Good morning, this is Darnell from Porsche Ocala. Just taking a moment to show you the amazing 2018 Porsche Macan Turbo. The Macan Turbo is powered by a 3.6 V6 twin turbo engine that produces 400 horsepower and 406 pound-foot of torque. It's a very impressive machine. The turbo definitely stands out from the standard Macan. You get differences in the front bumper, such as the LED fog lights on the bottom, and then you got your LED turn signals here on the grille. The Macan is designed to be extremely sporty, but yet useful at the same time. So you get quite a bit of unique features, such as the active flaps that you'll get in the grille. These will actually control the airflow. They'll open and close on their own. As a standard, the Macan has xenon headlights. This vehicle is equipped with a PDLS, so you have a cornering light that's added on right there in the center with the 4-point LED daytime running lights. This vehicle is equipped with the 20-inch RS Spider design wheels. You get the larger brakes with the Macan Turbo because you'll definitely need the stopping power. The side blade matches the paint, which really finishes off the vehicle. The Macan was the first Porsche to be given as a production model the 3D design taillights. It's a very good looking taillight. They're LED, you have 4-point brake lights. You get the quad squared off exhaust tips for the Macan Turbo to let you know that it's a turbo. Parking sensors in the front and rear are now standard, as well as having the backup camera. You also get the power tailgate as a standard option. This vehicle does have the entry and drive, so what that gives you is a few things. One of which, as we open the hatch, is you get this additional button on the tailgate. So the left button will close the hatch as well as program the height. The one on the right is going to close the hatch and lock the vehicle. You'll also get the ability to put your hand inside the door handle to unlock it using a sensor, and then touching the outside of the door handle to lock it via the sensor as well. Then you have a key that stays in the ignition, and I'll show you that as I go around the car. You do have a 40-20-40 split with the seats in the rear. Spare tire underneath. It's collapsed with all the necessary equipment that you'll need. With this having the Premium Package Plus, you get a lot of options. I've mentioned some of them, but you also get the Bose surround sound system, which sounds absolutely amazing in this vehicle, considering how well insulated these cars are. It traps the sound in very well. Going inside the back, you get a good look at the black and garnet red interior. Your rear passengers have quite the level of comfort. You got center vents in the rear. It's 3-zone climate control is standard on the Macan. So the center vents can actually control the temperature just a little bit using that toggle that's in the center. And then below you have a dual USB port so that they can charge their devices in the back. You do have cup holders in the center armrest when you pull it down. Going up front, you'll see a similar trim with the color. You got the red stitching going across the dash, which is extremely nice. This has the 14-way seat with the memory package. So in the Macan, when you get the memory package, you have the memory seat on the driver and the passenger side. The slight difference between the two, that's going to be the third button there. It's going to have a picture of a key on it, and that allows you to save program settings in the car, not just on the steering wheel, your mirrors, and the seats. So going inside the Macan, very much like the Caymans and the Boxers on the inside with the 3 instrument gauges. This one on the right, the TFT display, is going to display a ton of information. This is your main menu, but you can scroll through all that using the multi-function steering wheel. That is standard on the Macan, and this is the first vehicle to get it as a standard option. So as you scroll through, you'll see audio function, your phone function, the map if you want to, and you can customize how the map looks to give it a 3D, always facing north. You can zoom in and out. You have your navigation menu so you can see your turn-by-turn directions or your previous destinations that were input into the system. You have your trip computer here, your tire pressure, torque distribution so you can see how the power is going from the front to the rear, because the Macan does put the power down using an all-wheel drive system. And then you have your Sport Chrono. The Sport Chrono is an additional option added to the vehicle that's going to give you a lap timer that's built into the vehicle, as well as giving you a Sport Plus mode and launch control. So once you cycle back around to the vehicle menu, you'll actually notice that you have your settings, which was genius for Porsche to do this because it allows you to access a lot of the important information in the car without having to take your hand off the steering wheel. This has the PCM equipped with the navigation. There's a touchscreen radio that has a proximity sensor now as of 2017. So as soon as you bring your hand close to the screen, whatever necessary options are available on that screen will pop up. It's very simple to operate. Porsche is very big on simplicity. If you want to cycle through menus, it responds extremely quickly. The screen is a lot more vibrant than it used to be. The way this vehicle is equipped, you do get some extra stuff, such as this apps icon. So once data connection is set up, you'll have Wi-Fi capabilities. You'll have the ability to go to the apps and check the weather. You can check the news, check for parking, future flights coming up. And if you have an iPhone, you can plug in and utilize the Apple CarPlay. Center console on the Porsche is raised up a little higher than most, and it's done for a very good reason. They want to create a shorter distance from the steering wheel to your controls, which is very good for the driver. That way you stay a little bit more focused on driving. Here you're going to have a lot of your climate settings. Heated and ventilated seats are an additional option. You got it on the driver and passenger side. With the way this is equipped, I didn't mention it, but you do have the heated seats in the rear of the vehicle as well. So you see you have your Sport Plus. This vehicle is equipped with the PASM, which is going to be this button here. That's Porsche's active suspension management. So when you switch modes, it'll change how that operates. Or if you wanted to just drive it in the normal mode, you can always just hit the button and then you can adjust the suspension. That's going to stiffen up the chassis to give it a more performance-driven feel. You have your automatic start and stop as standard. It's going to shut down the engine and conserve fuel. Above that, you have the lane keep assist. Lane departure warning is now standard on the Macans. The upgrade to that is the lane keep assist. So the difference is going to be lane departure warning alerts you if you're drifting out of the lane. This system will allow the vehicle to correct your steering. So it not only will buzz, but you can set how soon it's going to alert you, and it will just push the steering wheel back over. It's a very smooth transition. And you have your off-road mode, which is going to change how the car operates to be more usable in the off-road setting. You do have a panoramic roof. This vehicle really opens up the interior of the car once the shade is open. There's a screen that pops up here when you open up the roof. So let's take one more good look at the Macan Turbo. It's an absolute gorgeous vehicle. Again, my name is Darnell, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you.